1 unit of olive oil here. I would shoot for starting off with a tablespoon.
62-year-old Danny Van Winkle and his wife Heidi love cooking class.
Well, there's a first for me.
We never thought we would learn this much, such a short period of time. We have learned so much.
It's been 4 years since Danny was diagnosed with mild cognitive impairment at 58 years old.
They did a lumbar puncture because that is the only way really to diagnose Alzheimer's. So that test came back positive, so we were devastated.
So when we're talking about our awareness,
the Van Winkles were referred to Emory's Cognitive Empowerment Program, a comprehensive lifestyle program for people who have a diagnosis of mild cognitive impairment and their care partners. Director of the program, Amy Rodriguez.
So we are in the business of delivering a structured intervention that helps people make positive lifestyle changes in 5 domains.
Those 5 areas are cognition, physical activity, nutrition, well-being, and functional independence.
So driving is by far the most complicated activity of daily living that we do.
1 full day a week, participants work in the 5 areas in community with others with the same diagnosis.
The really big thing for me is the other people we're with. God, we made some great friends, and we all feel like we've known each other for forever.
You're gonna be a movie star.
That's right.
If you let yourself.
If I don't remember something, it's on the board.
75-year-old Judy Hood and her partner Barbara French are program graduates.
We play games.
Oh, that's
the game's
right.
what we play every day.
Yes, we do.
Every day.
Yes, we do. Keeps everything going. I think you start first.
Their home and lifestyle routine came from strategies learned in the program, where they stayed in touch with fellow members.
Just not alone. It's a lifeline. For me, it's just a lifeline. It teaches us to live a moment at a time, right, Judy?
Yes, the group that that I was in, it was a very short time before we were all a family. And everybody's hugging everybody when they come in, and you just love these people.
Launched in January of 2020, the Cognitive Empowerment Program is successfully teaching people with memory loss new strategies and habits.
We do a lot of repetition within the program.
Care partners reinforce at home. They can also access everything they've learned in an app created for program members.
Wow.
Known as a living laboratory, the research-based program uses measures of cognition, everyday functioning, and well-being at the beginning and end of the program to track results. These measures are important for building the evidence for lifestyle interventions in mild cognitive impairment by demonstrating the impact on disease progression and on factors that influence quality of life.
What we've found so far in looking at our outcomes is that after a year of participation in the program, people are stable. Their cognition remains stable. They're stable in their everyday functioning.
Members also report increased empowerment and self-sufficiency and decreased depression and stress. Decreasing depression is important because it is one of 14 modifiable risk factors for dementia. In 2024, the Lancet Commission updated its report on dementia prevention, identifying those 14 risk factors that, if addressed, could potentially prevent or delay up to 45% of dementia cases. These risk factors span the stages of life and include low education, hypertension, hearing loss, obesity, excessive alcohol consumption, traumatic brain injury, high LDL cholesterol, smoking, depression, physical inactivity, social isolation, diabetes, air pollution, vision loss. The body of research into lifestyle interventions to prevent cognitive impairment and dementia is growing, and the FINGER study, Finnish Geriatric Intervention Study out of Finland, was groundbreaking. Conducted on over 1,200 healthy adults at risk of dementia between 60 and 77 years old. They were randomly assigned to either a control group where they got advice about a healthy lifestyle, or to an intervention group where they did supervised aerobic exercise and strength training multiple times a week, followed a Mediterranean-style diet, reduced sugar, processed foods, and unhealthy fats, and received nutritional counseling and monitored and managed their blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar. After 2 years, the intervention group had 25% better cognitive function than the control group. The intervention group's memory function improved by 40% and processing speed by 150%. While lifestyle interventions are powerful, there are only a handful of programs like Cognitive Empowerment across the country. But we can adopt these positive lifestyle changes to reduce our own risk. It's never too late.
What I thought was like so brilliant when they started the whole like smoking cessation thing is, I would say, in just 1 year after you quit smoking, this will be the outcome. In 5 years, now you're at lower risk for, heart disease by 10 years. And so it like breaks down, like it's never too late to start.
We're very lucky because I think we're going to have Danny longer than what we first anticipated. We are leaving with hope. We're leaving with Danny living longer independently.